Hi Virgo, I'm Brenda and I'm here today to bring you your angel tarot messages for the month of May 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos I put out there on YouTube. As you know, this is strictly a general reading, and if you want clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I invite you to go up there and press that button, and it will take you to my private website where you can see the services that I offer and how to schedule either a private reading with me or a Reiki session. So here we go, Virgo. We have 4 weeks in the month of May, and this is the first week of May of your messages. At the beginning of May, you've been given the Queen of Water. And water cards are relationship cards, and sometimes they can be intimate and other times not, or they can deal with our closest circle, which are our family members and the people therein. Now, this card has been coming up a lot for the other signs as well, and it's probably because I'm working with 12 cards each month for each sign, and no matter how much I shuffle them, I ask my guides and angels to send me the messages for each sign, and obviously this is the message that needs to come to you as well. And this Queen of Water talks about a relationship that's going to go to a new level, and it's all about how the energy in this relationship has shifted and how it's gone from, you know, I do see there were some of you in a relationship where there were trust issues. I do see that some of you were in a relationship and now that energy has shifted more positively. And it's all about your own intuition and trusting your gut feeling. And if red flags go up, then you need to back off. And if things start to look better, and it's all about using honey instead of vinegar, and how you care for yourself exudes out to the outer world. So it's when we learn to love ourselves that we're able to know what that's like to give to others so that they will come back and reciprocate with the same feelings. So I know that sounds pretty heavy right now, but know that those of you in a relationship right now, it will go to the next level. And the next level, my friend, is commitment. So some of you may actually be getting a proposal for marriage. Or perhaps some of you are going to take it to the next level and move in with each other. You've been given the Two of Air for the middle of the first week, Virgo. And air cards have to do, and I'm glad to say you only have two here, and you don't have the Judgment card either. Everybody's been having a wild month of May with these air cards and dealing with legal issues and justice issues. But this Two of Air tells me that you know, the first week may be running into a little bit of, you know, debate with someone, or you may, there's a decision that has to be made and neither one of you wants to make it. This is that card I always tell everybody. Look at it. Those are two entirely different horses, or unicorns, whatever you want to call it. But I always see this, that, you know, you've locked horns type of thing, and neither one of you wants to bend or sway or make this decision, and it's not going to go away. So, you know, allowing this this pause to happen, and both of you, you know, digging your heels in and rather being a little bit stubborn. Excuse me, I've been doing a lot of videos today, so I'm getting dry. Isn't going to solve this situation. Okay, so what I do see is that, you know, you can't pretend that there isn't a problem, and I see that the two of you are at a stalemate about making this decision. So I do see that it's going to be you that steps up, and you're going to be making this decision, Virgo. And after it's done, you're going to say, well, you know what, you couldn't make this decision, so you're going to have to live with what I've made my decision. So please know that you're being sent this message by the universe and you know, spirit, to tell you, step up, my friend, and make this decision, because it's not going to go away until you do. At the end of the first week, you've been given the Moon, and this is a major card. And I have to tell you, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major cards in this month of May, Virgo. And the Moon is all about listening to your own intuition, okay? It's telling me that, you know, some of you actually have tapped into your own intuition so well that you actually are seeing now that you do have some gifted abilities of psyche, and you're going to see that. And I do see that there may be some secrets in the background for some of you, or there may be some information that's being withheld that you need to know. So the moon is always about shadows and being darker and those types of things. So you know what, sometimes there's things that are being held and there's secrets in the background. Now this is only for some of you, I see this, not all of you. And so you need to do your homework and find out what's going on before you make any major decisions, okay, about any situation or event in your life. This card also signifies that you need to let go of any fears, okay, that are holding you back. Because that's what our fears do. When we allow our fears to take precedence on our path, it holds us back. It blocks us from moving forward in a positive direction. So please know, the moon comes out at the darkest time of our day. But it is the biggest, brightest ball of illuminating light. I mean, it lights. We've seen it. I've taken pictures over the lake I live on, and that area that moon lights up is very significant and very amazing. So you need to know that you are that bright ball of light yourself, and that you need to let that beacon come out. You need to let that light come out in you. So please know that, you know, this is a message for you to realize that, you know, any feelings of insecurity, they're irrational right now. They stem from irrational concerns, okay? Irrational. So please don't let these feelings overtake you, the feelings of fear. Excuse me. This is all about you awakening to your own truth about yourself that maybe you've kept hidden. Okay, you've kept hidden from others, or you've kept hidden from yourself, and it's time now to step out and be who you really are and see yourself, my friend, as that brilliant beacon of light. The beginning of the second week of May, you've been given a water card again, as you were given the beginning of the first week, and this is the Ace of Water. And I say to people, aces are the beginnings in all suits, and this is the beginning of perhaps some of you have met someone new, and this is a relationship card, and you're falling in love now. Amazing. So for some of you that have just met a new potential love partner, know that it will go to the next level and you will be falling in love with each other. Now, for others that have been in a long-standing relationship where there have been some, you know, challenges and bumps on the road in that relationship, please know that it will be the resurgence of that romance again, the resurgence of that relationship. It's almost going to be like spiritual growth and enhanced intuition being tapped in now. You're going to be able to step back and see the whole picture. Okay, I do see some of you are actually going to be moving to a new home. It may have to do with this new love relationship. Maybe some of you actually were separated for a period of time, and now you've worked it out, and you realize that you can't keep two residences, and that you're going to move in together into one residence. So please know this is a good positive card of falling in love in the beginning, or getting that love back in that relationship. In the middle of the second week, you've been given a fire card, and you have been given the Page of Fire. And Virgo, fire cards have to do with our personal self-development, and that means often having to go places we normally wouldn't go and taking risks we normally wouldn't take. All of it is what creates us and who we are. And you're going to hear about some news that's going to be coming in about a new endeavor that and it's new and it's exciting news about an endeavor that you may want to get involved in. And I do see some of you are going to be getting involved in. Some of you, it may have to do with a project you're working on. It may have to do with a charitable organization. It may have to do with humanitarian issues. I see some of you traveling and going to other countries. I see some of you are wanting to take a spiritual walk, perhaps Peru and Machu Picchu, or Mexico, or maybe some of you are going over to Jerusalem. But I do see this being a profound move on your part forward in your own personal self-development and spiritualism. It is exciting news, and it's going to allow you to use your own originality and your own ingenuity. So some of you may be getting involved, I see, with the arts And you may be getting involved in those types of projects where you're going to be able to display your talents. Perhaps some of you have this information to be a mentor and to do coaching and teaching. Great card. At the end of the second week, you've also been given a fire card, and this is the 7 of fire. And this is showing me that, you know what, some of you that have been incorporating some of your wisdom and your information and knowledge, there are always people that are going to be doubting it, questioning it, putting you up on a platform to explain it. And I do see that you need to defend your beliefs and your own decisions and stand your ground. Perhaps it's a situation where you're being criticized or judged, and you know what, don't give up, okay? And also you need to choose your battles wisely. If there's a situation around you where you're being nitpicked about the minuscule things that someone doesn't like or agrees with, let it go, let it go. I mean, you know what? They're not worth that effort. So this is a warning that you may be getting some challenging, you know, little bothersome people coming into you at the end of the second week with stuff that they want to stir the pot with. You know, they get that cauldron going. And so pick your battles wisely, myself, but by all means defend your own beliefs and your own decisions and stand your ground. You are who you are, and please stay true to that. The third week, my friend, in May, for you, Virgo, is a major card, the beginning of that third week, and it's the Dreamer. And the Dreamer is all about taking leaps of faith and you know, coming up with creative solutions to manifest our dreams that we have. But please know, don't give up on those dreams, okay? Those goals that you're working towards, because it shows me there may be some unexpected resources coming in, and it could be in the form of someone helping you, someone you know, putting their hand out to say, you know what, I know about this topic and this subject, and I'm going to come in there and give you some advice. If you want it, I can help you get there. Or you're going to be receiving resources in the form of money. Someone's going to step up and pop maybe a silent investment here going on to help you. Maybe some of you are actually, you know, going back to school to, you know, take some new form of study, and you're going to be able to have the money to do that. So whatever your dream is, please know that you're going to be able to assert your own independence. But there is the need for you to stay positive. Don't give up. Stay positive when you're being approached with any challenging, any challenges coming into you at this time. Okay, so follow your dreams. Do it. In the middle of the third week, Virgo, you've been given the 5 of Earth. So there is your first of 2 material cards. And Earth cards often have to do with the material part of our lives. And that's our jobs, careers, and professions, and how we bring that abundance into our lives. But it can also have to do with our closest circle, which is our families. And I do see this one has to do with money. This shows me that some of you are quite concerned and worried about money. Some of you, you know, you're finding it hard to meet your bills, and you're worried about it. Please go and seek out. This is the card that says you need to go and seek out professional help. Get the wisdom of these people that deal with this all the time. And I say this all the time because it shows me that it's just something as simple as tweaking your budget, setting your priorities into place so that you are able to realize what you need to do. And it's usually something very small and minuscule that you need to stop doing in order to allow, you know, your commitments, i.e. paying bills or whatever like that, are going to be honored easily. Okay, without this stress at the end of the month or whatever, that you're worried about money. Okay, please go and seek out the wisdom of a professional. And maybe your banker, your accountant, your financial advisor. Maybe you need to sit and talk to your boss, you know, about your position at work, and that maybe you're not being paid what you feel you're worthy of. So, or someone in your family that deals with finances that can sit down and you know, an accountant or bookkeeper, and set you up a budget. Okay, sometimes we just need someone who can do that for us, and know that it's easier for you. Perhaps it's income tax time, and you may need to set up a payment plan where, if it's, you know, whatever. Okay, so please know that I also see those of you that are self-employed have these same concerns and worry about money. This advises you also to seek out professional help to find out how you can make this work for you. At the end of the third week, you've been given another major card. You've been given the Magician. So this is all about, timing's right now. Timing is perfect right now for you, if some of you, if you want to embark on any new projects. This is all about knowing that you can make these things happen. Okay, you're ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest these events and things and dreams, because the dream card came up too, happening. It's as though things are going to land at your feet for some of you quite easily right now. So know that you need to stop worrying, okay? Your dreams can manifest, and believe in yourself. Stop procrastinating, because this again shows me that there will be some unexpected resources coming in to help you. Again, it could be in the form of someone who's going to be able to give you information that you need to help you with this, or it's going to be in the form of money, where someone's going to come in and say, here, I'm going to help invest in this and help you out. So please never give up on your dreams, number one. And to get the Dreamer and the Magician both in the same week is pretty profound, and that is definitely positive and good news that you're on the right spot on your path. The very end of the month, the last week of May, and the first part of that week is the Page of Earth. And again, that's your material card. But this tells me now all the worrying that you were doing about money, things are going to improve. So obviously you've gone in and you're going to go in and get some advice for someone to help you, because this is good news about financial matters. And I do see some of you have seriously been thinking about, if you became unemployed, you've been in a position now to think about, okay, I did this, this, and this. Maybe I should step back and do something that I really, really want to do. And I do see some of you thinking about that. I do see some of you maybe going back to school to help that and maybe get another credit for your resume. Because you want to do something more challenging. And I do see that you're going to be taking a new form of study. Some of you may be using that in addition to the job that you have as a subsidiary income and interest, or some of you may actually be going out and taking a brand new type of study so that you can take on a different job altogether. But there will be good news about money. So money is going to be coming in. Financial matters are going to be improved. In the middle of the last week, you've been given a major card, and it is, my friend, Strength. So Virgo, that's all about you believing you're stronger than you really think you are, and not allowing any negative energy to come into play in your mindset. Know that you are stronger than you really believe you are, and you're able to handle any situations coming in if you put your mind to it. So, but this card, what it talks about is inner strength. It talks about approaching any challenges right now coming into you that you feel are attacking you or people. You don't go in there aggressively, okay? Don't go in there with anger and aggression. This is all about inner strength. This is all about looking at a situation from a whole different perspective with kindness and love and softness, and using honey instead of vinegar to get these things for the greater good for you. So it's all about greater inner strength and releasing any harsh judgments, because when we harbor those feelings, when we're dealing with challenges with individuals, then we approach it very differently. I actually met a guy years ago, and he was a producer and a writer, and he did documentary movies. And he said to me one day when he first met me, we were sitting at a table, and he must have said something that triggered my emotions, and I came up a little aggressive. And he looked at me and he said, "Can you just stop for 1 minute?" And I looked at him, and I did. And he said, "Can you repeat that? But now I want you to do it when you hold my hand." And I'll tell you, he taught me a big lesson with that simple little thing, how your emotions changed, how I was able to just take a breath and say what I still said, what I had to say, but it was a nicer way of saying it. So it's all about honey instead of vinegar. And please know that it's about inner strength, okay? It's about how we deal with situations from our heart, not from, spontaneous, okay, blurting out of aggression. Now, here we are, the end of the month of May, my friend Virgo. This is the Ace of Air. So this is the second of your 2 air cards, but this is a good one. This is seeing that you're going to get some information coming into you, and it may be in the form of documentation that's come from legal counsel, or it may be something through your job where you may have had to go, some of you, to human resources or something. I do see some of you may be dealing with those challenges at work where you're being judged unjustifiably so, and you have the right to stand up for yourself. So you're going to see the truth in a situation, okay? And so it may be a bit challenging in the beginning, but you're going to be able to finally say, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this all along, and now I've got confirmation of it. So they refer to these ideas that are coming into you. They're going to be inspirational, and they're new. They refer to these ideas coming into you as brilliant. So don't be afraid when this comes into you. I see it as a good move on your path. I want to thank you again, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a wonderful, optimistic month of May to look forward to. What's not to look forward to in May? Finally, we may get some spring flowers and see the end of freezing rain and snow where I live. And I, for one, am looking forward. I am a sunshine, warm climate person. I love it. However, I live in the Great White North in Canada, and this is one of the 4 beautiful seasons we do get to enjoy. So please, please, please look forward to May optimistically, and I will see you again. And know that I continue to stand in that circle of light for you, Virgo, my friend.